list of 10 toxic habits to avoid are so interrelated that if you change one thing in your life, it will most likely shift other areas of your life as well, because you are living your life with more intention and awareness. So, here are my top 10 toxic habits that are lowering your vibration. First toxic habit is making decisions or doing things out of fear, rather than trust and love. The following are all expressions of fear: hatred, anger, control, competition, aggression, worry, anxiety, distrust, disconnection, judgment, rigidity, separation, envy, jealousy, greed, comparison, resentment, dissatisfaction. For example, comparing yourself to others and what they have and how great they are, complaining or engaging in gossip and drama, judging other people or yourself, worrying about the future, choosing a career based on a fear, avoiding life experiences because of a fear, altering your life due to a fear, having hidden motives and agendas, taking advantage of other people to get ahead, and wanting to be the best and the first are all forms of fear and will lower your vibrational frequency dramatically. Instead of fear motivating you and altering your decisions, let love guide you and trust that when you are motivated by love, everything will fall into place. Another toxic habit is negativity. It's so easy to fall into the trap of negativity. It can be so subtle, just lingering underneath the surface of your conversations, behaviors, and interactions without you even realizing it. This can come from you or another person or environment. You have to really become aware of yourself and the people around you to recognize the level of toxicity surrounding you. Negativity includes having a bad attitude, a demeaning tone, looking at the worst case scenario all of the time, assuming the worst about people, thinking negative thoughts, being closed-minded, having negative beliefs, and dealing with other people's toxic energy or being in toxic environments. All in all, a negative perspective causes negative behavior patterns, so you have to pay attention to how you interact with the world in order to be able to let it all go and build better, more positive patterns. Third toxic habit is using bad language. When we use bad language like cursing and expressing ourselves aggressively, we are emitting negative energy. Just listen to someone when they are swearing or pay attention to yourself and notice how it sounds. Kind of ugly and negative. Just the other day I caught myself saying the F word as I tried to express myself, and it just felt so ugly. Swearing is not necessary to get a point across, and it is often used as a reaction to a negative emotion such as anger and disappointment. So if you tend to swear a lot, try to omit swear words from your conversations and see how effective you still are and how much more respectable you sound. Doing things that go against your values is another sign of toxic habit. When we do things that go against our values, we are going against our truth. We are being inauthentic. In other words, we are being fake. We are not being true to ourselves. And when we aren't being true to ourselves, we aren't aligned with the higher good either, which totally lowers your vibration. Pay attention to your behaviors and habits and see if it aligns with your true beliefs. A fifth toxic habit is watching TV, especially of a violent nature. Ultimately, TV is mind control and is a form of conditioning. There are lots of subliminal messages on TV that program us to believe certain things about ourselves and life as a whole that are far from the truth. Even if you think you are watching an innocent film, a romantic comedy, or a lighthearted TV show, the messages you pick up from them still influence your worldview at an unconscious level. You should especially stay away from violent TV programs as it activates and reinforces fear within you, which conditions you to be more fearful, which obviously lowers your vibrational frequency. Mistreating yourself, other people, animals, or the planet for sure is a sign of a toxic habit. Any sort of hurtful, selfish, and unconscious behavior is low vibe. When you understand that life is interconnected and that one thing affects another, the law of cause and effect, then you really don't treat your environment, other people, or yourself badly because you get that everything you do affects the big picture. Another sign of a toxic habit is mindless activities. Mindless activities such as browsing social media or the internet for no real purpose, doing things that don't make you feel happy and alive, watching commercials, reality TV shows, and other mindless programs, working a job that you hate, playing violent video games, watching YouTube videos just to kill time, reading gossip magazines, engaging engaging in drama at work, complaining about something that you can't change, and any other activities that evoke a fear-based emotion and aren't stimulating. Actually drain your energy, make you feel worse about yourself, and lower your vibrational frequency. Drinking alcohol is definitely lowering your vibrational frequency. Although alcohol might give the illusion that you feel good, it is just that, an illusion. Alcohol alters your mind and gives you an initial buzz that makes you feel great temporarily, but when it wears off, it leaves you feeling low on energy, unmotivated, irritable, and feeling like you need more of it to make you happy. It's a downward spiral into addiction. When we are buzzed, we feel happy, but don't let that feeling trick you into believing that that is true happiness. Ultimately, alcohol is a way to escape from the realities of your life or to enhance your life in some way. Instead of looking to alcohol to make you feel better, why not focus on finding true happiness within, without the help of a substance or chemical? Addictive behaviors are also toxic habits. This can come in all forms, and they're sometimes disguised and dressed as bad habits. Addictions are basically an attachment to some outside source or activity to fill some inner void or emptiness. Some of these addictions are so subtle, though, that you probably don't even realize how active they are in your life, and you certainly aren't aware of the fact that you rely on them for some sort of fulfillment. This is why it is so important to A, start paying attention to your habits, and B, start being super honest with yourself about how they make you feel and why you do them. Some obvious addictions are drinking, smoking, sex, drugs, gambling, and overeating, while some more subtle ones are watching TV, shopping, working, browsing social media, gossiping, complaining, checking your phone constantly, or any other form of distraction from reality that you do on a regular basis. And finally, a toxic habit is eating bad, chemically enhanced, genetically modified, and highly processed foods and animal products. The food that we have available to us today, especially in the United States, is questionable at best. You can hardly get away from the altered, processed, enhanced, and modified foods. Grocery stores and gas stations are full of toxic, processed foods, and mostly all restaurants, especially fast food and big chains, are full of low-quality ingredients, chemically enhanced, genetically modified, and highly toxic foods, even if they claim to be healthy, or natural, or sugar-free, or fat-free, or antibiotic-free. Eat organic. Limit the amount of times you eat out. Stop consuming animal products. Avoid processed foods. Read labels and ingredients, not just the ads on the front. Buy local. Avoid added hormones and additives. The less ingredients, the better. The more it looks like it came from a tree or a plant, the better, and start learning more about what's in our food. Basically, start eating a whole foods, plant-based diet. Just remember that anything that is not aligned with truth, love, connection, and compassion is going to lower your vibration. Try to stay away from the below activities and habits and move into higher vibrational practices so that you can feel more joy, peace, and freedom in your life. If you found some value in this video, please